I'm under no illusion videos can be
Oh, absolutely.
messed with in this day and age.
Yeah.
But
You have to. I think the
yeah,
problem is that there's
my
a lot of
mind's open.
muddling.
Yeah,
Yeah, mine is as well. Absolutely, yeah.
yeah,
There's a lot of muddling that goes on, and I think when you present it as just a basic concept, like in V, a human, a reptilian, a lizard person or whatever,
yeah,
disguised as a human, and you think, oh, you've watched V,
yeah, yeah,
but when you put it into like a real world context, and again, it opens itself up so much to people just making a mockery of it. I don't know if
yeah.
you saw the video recently, Anna, that woman on the plane who went crazy basically in America.
Right.
She wanted to get off the plane because she said that the person she was sat next to on the plane wasn't human.
Say whatever you want. I'm telling you, I'm getting the off, and there's a reason why I'm getting the off, and everyone can either believe it or they cannot believe it. I don't give two but I am telling you right now, that back there is not real.
And
Okay.
did you not know? Have you seen this?
I
or
haven't
heard
clicked
about
on it. I've heard about that.
Okay.
You've just jogged my memory.
Right.
I heard about a woman on a plane. I've not seen the video yet. I'd love to see that video then.
I mean, I don't know what to make of it. I mean, it could very, very easily be that she took something to help her sleep or something like that, or she was a bit of a a bit psychotic or so. Who knows? It just could be a behavioral thing. She could be on drugs.
Yeah.
Who knows? But after the fact, there was a number of people who claimed, I must add that caveat that they claimed, that one claimed that they were a passenger nearby who saw the conversation, and the guy turned around and winked at him and he flicked an eye, like a slitted eye.
Yeah.
And then there was another video that came along where this guy who actually claimed he was the guy sitting next to her. And he said that he was just winding her up, just telling her he was part of the Illuminati or something like that, and he was a secret ruler, all this kind, and basically just caused her to go out of her mind, screwed her head up so much, just put the wind right up her, and but of course these people could just be lying. They might not have even been on the plane. It could have just been somebody jumping on her. So I don't know what to make of it. There was another guy recently who said he went crazy on a plane. What is this thing about people going crazy on a plane recently? I think there's been 3 or 4 of them recently.
Yeah.
Another guy who said he'd been stuck in a time loop on a plane. Something like, this is the 6th time I've been round now, or something like that. And
okay. Oh wow.
I mean, I'm obviously there's context to these things. Me just saying this, people go and watch these videos, make up their own mind what they think. It could just be a load of old claptrap, but
yeah. Do you remember the show Strange But True?
Yeah, I do.
Michael Aspel.
Michael Aspel.
Do you remember the time slip one?
Yes.
When they went into that time slip. So I mean, I find all that type of stuff really fascinating.
Yes,
to be honest. And I there's things, as that happened to me, I suspect there's possibly, I can give one occasion when I actually felt like a time slip happened, traveling to work.
Yeah.
But again, I probably wouldn't have called it a time slip if I hadn't watched Strange But True.
Yeah.
I might not have even noticed it.
This is it. I mean, skeptics sometimes say, "Oh, you just get so into a routine sometimes that you just aren't aware of the passage of time," but and things like that.
Yeah,
but I completely. I get where you're coming from.
Yeah,
I've had some strange things happen in my life, so I can well accept that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know where you are on the use that term, the paranormal, but I can definitely say I've had things. I've had, because I'm a skeptic.
Right.
I'm not a
Okay.
cynic, I'm a skeptic.
Right. Okay.
So I do question. So if something
Yeah, I'm
happens,
the
I won't
same.
just immediately go,
Mm,
that's paranormal. I
yeah.
will try and rationalize, was I dreaming? Was I asleep?
Yeah.
You know, and I won't accept it until I
Mm,
sort of get something tangible.
yeah.
And the thing that convinced me the most that there's something out there beyond what, you know, our realms and things like that, was when I was reading a book, and I bought two books from a charity shop, which going back 10 years. And I got into bed, put the duvet under each arm, got my pillows, reading this book. The other book I'd placed onto the bedside cabinet. And being a little bit OCD, I don't just put it on sideways or messy. I put it on so it's level, and also put it further back.
Right.
I thought, I
Okay.
don't want it in case I knock it off.
Yeah.
Which I would never do, because it wouldn't have even reached that far to do it. And I'm reading. So, but we'd had a lot of activity going on at this particular house. So I'm there, I'm reading, and I'm there, right? And then the next minute, this book shot off the side and landed as if somebody had like slid it off
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
and flew
Yeah.
across. It even flicked the bag, that
Yeah.
the charity bag that I got it
Wow.
in, which was on the floor next to the chest of drawers. And that was the point when I thought, that's the tangible evidence that I've
Yeah.
been waiting for, which I've
Yeah.
been, in to some degree, ridiculed. I used to say, give me something then that's that I can actually can't debunk.
Mm. This is the thing, isn't it, with that, is when you experience something like that, it's enough for you to know that
Yeah.
it's the case. But another person would say, no, I still need to see that for myself.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you know the
Yeah.
difference between, because I'm like you, most, when I come across psychic phenomena and things like that,
Yeah.
I will immediately look for the rational explanations first.
Yes. Yes.
If I hear a noise, the thing with doing the job I do is that you encounter an awful lot of paranormal things, especially
Yeah.
in the elderly care as I do now.
Yeah.
It happens almost on a nightly, daily basis.
Wow.
These things
Yeah.
happen a lot.
Yeah.
And you could just get used to it happening around you. Sometimes you think, oh, that could be that could just be that.
Yeah.
But then there's things sometimes that you just, I've seen what people would call full body apparitions, quite a lot in my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how to explain them. I know they're not me being tired or a trick of the light or my mind's playing tricks on me or anything like
Yeah.
that. There's none of those rational explanations. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
But again, I don't immediately jump to the conclusion of, oh, it's a ghost from the beyond.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
what it is. I just know it's not what people say it's.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. It is an interesting one, because
Yeah.
it's like you. I don't really talk about that sort of stuff a lot.
No.
But I mean, one day I will. It's just not. There's there's certain things, because it's some of the experiences and stuff are not my own. They're
That's the trouble, isn't it? Yeah.
so and they're not prepared to go open about stuff. But so I'm very open to the idea of whether abducted or it's done in an interdimensional way, or
I think that's where I am with it
to a
at the
craft.
moment.
Yeah.
I think I don't immediately jump to the it's aliens from space.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think you have to be open to a lot of different things going on.
Yeah.
Certainly we know, going back to the alien thing with V and all that, certainly we know that there's a lot of stage stuff. There's a lot of man-made craft and my labs, as they call them, military abductions and things like that go on. So they explain some of it. Some of it can't be explained. And I think there's still a few cases that Travis Walton, I think I just can't get my head around anything other than what he says it is. I can't think of it in any other way other than what it is he says it is. I think sometimes people are encountering sort of, I suppose it's almost like an animal that you've not ever seen on the earth before. It lives, but you've never seen it. It's there, but you've never seen it. And I think sometimes you got this interdimensional stuff coming, which goes back to what I was saying about the Twin Peaks stuff. You know, these entities that come through and you know masquerade as it's the disguise thing again. It's like the V thing, isn't it? It's the disguise. You think you're seeing something, but you see it differently. Skinwalker phenomenon as well, all that kind of stuff. You know, so who knows? You know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know where you are on this, but I think if there was to be an alien invasion, because we've talked about a lot though, even in the press and stuff as well. But they used to do it. They used to do it in a bit of a P-take way, weren't they?
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, their attitudes changed, and now we've got to take it seriously.
Yeah.
They even set up a unit, didn't they, in England?
The problem, I mean, the problem is that like Carol Rosin, wasn't it, at the Disclosure Project? She said that Werner von Braun said that the last card would be a staged, alien extraterrestrial invasion thing. You know, I mean, so don't know what to make of all of that. You know, I know that if it happened, I'd probably be very skeptical, but I think that's because I've been so bombarded by things that I've questioned for so long now. I'd probably be in a right load of trouble because it'd probably turn out to be real, and I wouldn't believe.
Yeah. We'll be the only ones stuck at home. Hello, you know. I mean, I think I'm more like probably like yourself. I'm more the opinion that something like that would be staged as a way of getting whatever control or whatever, or to scare us to death. I often use the analogy, if they can do it with an invisible enemy, imagine what they can do with the technology they've got. This sort of technologies to put things into thin air,
as you've looked into.
Real.
Yeah.
You know, and if you change what happened to the towers with the energy type weaponry, and
you've got everything you need. You've got everything you need.
You could easily stage something like that and have buildings turn into dust in front of your eyes, you know, and you would believe, you know, they've arrived.
You
know,
and a lot of people would. So
yeah. I mean, I have a few theories about, you know, when or, as I say, I've done that with that research around 23 and what ties in with the Olympics and stuff.
Yeah.
At 1984, I mean, I suspect that was an initiation at that Olympics.
Yeah.
As they put it, let the magic begin.
Yeah.
And with the blue flashlights.
Yeah.
So was something like that manifesting beginning of, as you know about that bit, all that sort of stuff.
And V was around the same time as well, wasn't it? You know,
it was. And did you notice it was it was the Battle for Los Angeles, that film.
Yeah.
And that's where the 1984 Olympics was held.
Yeah, Los
and
Angeles.
They are holding the next one in Los Angeles in 2028.
Yeah. And I might be wrong, but if there's anybody out there who's more of an expert on V, please let us know in the comments. But I've got a feeling that the bulk of the story, I know there was the stuff set in New York with the UN building, but I think the bulk of the story is set in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Is it? Am I right?
Yeah, I think you are right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Because it shows you they did go to various major cities, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I know that
I think the key element of the story, the resistance where they are set and all that, I've got a feeling it was Los Angeles. So yeah.
Which is often referred to as the city of
angels.
Of angels.
City of aliens.
and you know, it's called, their football team was LA Galaxy.
Yeah.
So I've done quite a lot of research.
I think it all synchronizes. Yeah, there's a lot of synchronicity there. I love all of that. I do. It's like reality's way of going, look here.